The UK economy continues to grow, but shows signs of slowing momentum. Welcome to Market Insights. I'm Peter Devlin. UK GDP grew 0.6% in the second quarter of 2024, but output growth for June alone slowed to zero. So, has the wind been taken out of the economic recovery in Britain? To help answer that and more, I'm joined by Janet Moy, Head of Market Analysis at RBC Brewin Dolphin. So Janet, welcome. So should we expect the UK economy to grow less slowly in the second half of this year?
Yeah, I think that's about the right expectation. I think the first half of the year has been growing pretty strong. I think that's a rebound from the technical recession we have seen in the second half of 2023. I think there are a number of factors that help with this recovery, which is, for example, inflation slowing down. So in effect, wage growth after inflation actually is quite positive. It's currently at about 2%. So that is quite supportive, and consumer confidence have been returning, and business confidence have also been improving as well. And of course, the national insurance cuts beforehand also helped. But the problem is that the longer the interest rates stay this high, the longer it may actually eventually have an impact on the economy, right? So actually, if you look at the GDP data for the second quarter, household consumption is, the growth is actually not that strong. So I think that reflects the high interest rate that is weighing on consumers. I think one point is that actually the savings rate for household is quite high. I think that's perhaps is a function of the high interest rates on offer. So I think that is why going forward, right, consumer spending is still likely to be relatively muted until we see more substantial cuts in the interest rate that is going to filter through into the economy.
So looking as well to that weaker growth print, how do we think that will play out for the Bank of England rate setters?
I think this set of data is not going to change too much on the monetary policy outlook, to be honest, because I think the Q2 GDP growth data is more or less in line with what the MPC is expecting. But I would say at the margin, because of the strong GDP growth in the first two quarters of this year, there's probably just no justification for urgency in cutting rates. So I think the probability of a cut in September, it has gone down. I think more likely the cut will come in November instead.
So looking ahead to Friday now, we do get July's retail sale figures in the UK. What are you expecting here, Janet, after June's pretty dismal showing?
Yeah, so I think June's data was pretty bad. It was negative, and a lot of people blame it on the weather. So as the warmer weather returns, I think it's fair to expect that some of that spending will rebound. And if you look at the services PMI in the UK in July, it is growing. It is expanding at a pretty decent pace. And also consumer confidence has picked up a little bit as well. So I think all in all, the weather effect, the rebound from the bad reading, we expect a month-on-month positive data out for the UK retail sales.
So turning to some corporate news now, insurer Admiral reported a 32% rise in pre-tax profits, as well saying it would be paying out a special dividend. So what's your assessment of these results? Can this level have been maintained for its performance?
I think the result in the first half shows that it is a very profitable company, and the motor insurance business is doing very well. Strong profitability, stable income. And I think Admiral is really the high-quality player in this segment. They were able to actually raise their prices way earlier than the other competitors when the premium inflation has gone up. And obviously that helps with profitability. And if you look at the latest figures, their premiums was growing at 60% year on year from the higher prices they charge and also the number of deals, right? I think going forward, we may be seeing peak profitability actually, because the thing is the motor insurance inflation has been coming down, rightly so, after that huge increase. And also other competitors are joining in, and I think we're towards the later end of that underwriting cycle already. But obviously, given the very strong first half result, even if we have a slowdown in earnings, that is still going to be pretty decent.
Janet Moy from RBC Brewin Dolphin, many thanks for your thoughts. And that's Market Insight. Don't forget, you can watch more videos on Reuters.com.